had a sister school in France, and that's where we went. But they also had a sister school in England. And their school in England was in this town, in England. It was really funny. So people from England were telling me that they were from Chelmsford, and it's like, oh, I'm from Chelmsford. But I couldn't understand them, because the English from England is, sometimes their accent is really strong. So, but yeah, when I was in France in university, we stayed in the south, in Nice. Yeah, so, yeah, right on the ocean. Nice is a beautiful place, all right? If you go to Europe, if you go to France in the south, they call it the La Côte d'Azur. It's the blue coast, but we have a lot of names for it. The south coast of France, it's right on the ocean, and everything there is beautiful, right? It's like one of the most famous holiday places in Europe. And yeah, and the people there are nice. So.
I heard their food is bad.
Oh no, their food is amazing. If you don't look like a tourist. They're very important. When we went there, we had a bunch of other foreigners, like Canadians and actually some Americans who came with us. And Americans, when they travel in Europe, if they're smart, don't mean that, then on their backpacks or on their coats, they have a Canadian flag. French people don't like Americans. Yeah.
French people doesn't like anybody.
No, that's true, yeah, they don't like anybody, but they especially hate Americans. So, but anyways, when we were there, when they learned that we were not just tourists, they said, oh, don't eat over there, you come with me, this is my brother's restaurant, and he'll make you a sandwich, he'll make food for you. So, it's like in Taiwan, if you go to the famous restaurant, the one that everybody knows about, you pay for the name, right? But if you go to, your tongshui de ama, right? If you go to a little family place, then usually the food is better. So, yeah, same thing. So, okay. So, other questions? Yeah.
What's your favorite Taiwan sport?
My favorite Taiwan sport?
Sport.
Spot. Place in Taiwan. Huh. Honestly, I really enjoy a lot of different places here. In Yilan, in the north in Yilan, they have the hot springs, right? Like Jiaoxi. And yeah, you're all from Taiwan? You know those Taiwan? Is it? No? Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, if you like hot springs, then in the north in Taiwan, there are some really nice places. So in Yilan, that's east of Taipei, all right? There is this place, Jiaoxi, and they have a few hot springs there, and it's really a nice place. I know there are also hot springs in Taipei, but Taipei is, well, anybody from Taipei? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but it's like all of the other big cities. It's like Toronto. And probably Tokyo is the same. I mean, Taipei is not really Taiwanese anymore. It's international. It's all these foreigners. It's all of this other...
Depends on which part of Taipei.
Okay, that's true, yeah. So, it's just, if you go to the train station, the main central part of Taipei, it's like every other big city in the world, And, like, honestly, it's something that my wife and I notice every time we go there. The girls there are so weird. The girls in Taipei are all, they always have the long fingernails with all of the weird colors on them, and the funky hair, and the clothes that look like, you spend all of your money on clothes, that's what they look like. So yeah, in Canada, we have Toronto. and it's kind of the same thing there. So yeah, so there are hot springs in Taipei. There are a lot of fun places in Taipei, but it's just 有点奇怪, it's a bit strange to go there sometimes. But for Cholofu, Taipei has some of the best. Yeah. And Sankan, right?
Look at it.
Yeah. So yeah, otherwise, honestly, Taiwan has a lot of really nice places. Here in Hsinchu, because it's so industrial, there's a lot of business, a lot of industry, it's not really, it's not one of the nicest places. There's a lot of money in Hsinchu. There's a lot of new buildings, but it's not really a nice place unless you love shopping, So, but if you come down to Miaoli is, there's nothing there. We have mountains, we have trees, we have strawberries.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah. It's like Canada. In Canada, we have mountains and we have trees and snow. And that's it. So I like Miaoli. Well, sometimes Huliao is more comfortable, Sometimes, yeah. So in Canada, it can get really boring. Another rock, another tree, But in Taiwan, there's enough people, so it's never really boring here. Yeah. So that's a fun question. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
How long have you stayed in
I've been here for 20 years.
Taiwan? 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. I came here in 2001. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny because 2001 was when they had 9/11, right? So, I'm Canadian. I don't care about that, right? Really, it's this big thing. All of my American coworkers, they were all shocked and horrified. It's like, you make the world hate you. And then when people kill some of you, you get upset. Canadians hate America. So, if somebody else hadn't blown up the White House, we would have. Actually, we did. Canada is the only country that ever invaded the United States, and we burnt down the White House. We're very proud of that. It was when Canada was part of England, when we were still part of the British colony. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's a tragedy what happened in 9/11. Like, I'm not happy all the Americans died. It's not that. But, it's just, they were asking for it. They show the world how rich they are and how proud they are and how much they don't care about anybody else. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, other questions? So you all have to ask questions too,都需要问一个问题。都可以问。
How did you meet your wife?
How did I meet my wife? Okay, another long story. Okay. So 你要记得，如果张开话你听不懂，你要告诉我 ，OK? Okay. All right. So when I was in Canada, in high school, and studying Italian and language, actually I was really shy. I actually had long hair in the front, and my hair grew all the way down over my face, and I would hide all the time. So in my language classes, French and Italian, I really could do well because I understood. 发音的文法都是可以了解的. Alright? I could have great vocabulary because all I cared about was understanding.